Happy New Year's, ladies. Happy New Year's. I hope you had a fabulous evening yesterday, New Year's Eve, wherever you happen to be and whatever you were doing. I hope you had a great time and were safe. And now we are on to the first day of 2017. So I wanted to send you a special message to really help you get your mind in the right gear for whatever it is that you're wanting to do in 2017. And so the topic of this is the difference between a decision and a resolution. So of course, this is like the season of resolutions. Everybody is trying to figure out, what do they want to do differently and what goals do they want to have, and let's set some resolutions so that we can really help ourselves get on board and make some changes and whatever that happens to be. But I really wanted to tap into and show you the difference of making a decision about something versus what we typically think of as a resolution, and therefore the typical pattern that we see when people do make resolutions, and how that typically, despite our best efforts, our resolutions end up turning from a really good intention to a few days, a few weeks, maybe a month or two at the most, and then the vast majority have ended up losing their resolution of whatever they wanted to do. So I want to discuss the differences so that you can actually decide, are you making a resolution or are you actually making a decision that you're wanting things to be different, or whatever changes that you're wanting to make to move yourself forward in 2017 in whatever ways. But in my mind right now, I'm specifically thinking about in your health and any weight loss goals or whatever that you happen to have for 2017, or just maybe enjoying life more, living life to the fullest more and experiencing more things and letting go of more things. And so whatever that ends up happening to be for you. So I want to give you the contrast of the two, and then you can go ahead and you should be able to point out what the difference is, and then you can decide how are you actually going to go about it. Hi. Okay, so think about it like this. When you make a decision, it's like, okay, I want to do X, Y, and Z. So I want to do this thing. I want the end goal. And what do I need to do to accomplish it? I need to do this, this, and this. And I need to start putting this into place. And you think through your mind, like the logical things that need to happen in order for you to make it to your goal, in order for you to get the end result that you want. It's like, for an example, like I want to build a shed. Okay, so what do you need to do? You need to buy the things. You need to make the space for it. You need to map out the area. You need to put it together. You need to build it. You need to anchor and screw everything in. And then the end result is, ta-da, you have a shed. But you had to put some action and some work into it, but you got the result that you wanted. And you knew exactly what you needed to do to get it. And it wasn't like, I want to build a shed, but I'm just, after halfway trying, I'm just going to leave it halfway built because maybe in the end I don't really want it. Maybe it's okay for me to leave all my stuff just out in the rain or whatever, and I don't really want the shed. So therefore it never happens. That's just not the way we look at it. It's like, we look at it like it's a tangible thing. This is what I want. Therefore, without even making any drama about it, I'm going to go to the Home Depot and I'm going to get what I need and I'm going to build the shed. And then a little while later, you have one. It's just very matter of fact, isn't it? Versus when we think about making a resolution, it's like, okay, it's 2017. It's a new year. I hated last year. Last year wasn't good to me. There were so many things that went wrong. I didn't make the goals that I wanted. 2017 is different. It's so exciting. It's going to be totally different. It's going to be amazing. I'm going to get this and this and this and this, and I'm going to do all these things. And I'm really going to make all this different stuff happen. And so I basically need to change my entire life. But I can do it. So I need to do this, and I need to start eating differently, and I need to start exercising, and I need to start doing this, and I need to start building this into my calendar, and I need to start shopping better, and I need to start planning. But I can do it. I can totally do it. It sounds so exciting. It's going to give me the result that I want. I can't wait to do it. I'm gearing ready to go. I'm going to go. But do you see, number one, the difference between the hype? This is what it really is. It's the difference between the hype versus something being matter of fact. It's like when you're made the decision to make the shed, well, what do I need to do? I need to do X, Y, and Z. I got to put in some work to do it or hire someone to do it or whatever. And then ultimately it's going to be done. And now the thing that I wanted is now here. Versus, do you see the difference when I just explained the resolution? It's like all this excitement, all this hype, all this stuff that's going into it. And oh my gosh, and it's going to be so great. And we're going to do all these things. But do you see how that is more disconnected from the logical action steps that don't have hype, that don't have drama, that don't have anything attached to them except for being matter of fact, and you go out and you do the things and you get the result? Do you see the difference between the two? Because that's what I need you to see. And if you're going into your resolutions with this like really intense, like super exciting, it's going to be so different. I'm going to do so many things that I haven't been able to get myself to do, but somehow this is going to be different. I know that it is. Your brain cannot keep up with that level of excitement, anticipation, intensity, and a little bit of drama left in because it's so drastic from your current reality. It's so drastically separated, like I'm going from 0 to 100. All of a sudden, the clock clicked 12, and now I'm going to do all these things. I'm going to make all this amazing stuff happen. But 1 minute ago, when it was 11:59, I didn't really care, or I didn't really have that desire or gumption to have already done it. So when there is a disparity and a huge discrepancy between reality and what you're wanting, when you have that huge difference, that's why the vast majority of resolutions don't work, or they don't last long term, because they were already so setting you up for so much difference from where you're currently at that it's almost at an unsustainable level if you're really kind of stepped back and looked at it. Because if it was sustainable, wouldn't you have already done it by now? Like, why would it even be a thing that you couldn't have already accomplished? Like, why now? What's so different now that the clock ticked 12 and it's now 2017? How is that all of a sudden so different from 2016 and the things that you were not able to accomplish? I really want you to look at how was your mindset, how were you viewing the things that you needed to do and the energy that that was going to require, and how hyped up you had already made it in here. If there is a hype to it, it's not going to last long term. That's the point that I want to get across. So when you look at a decision, I want to lose 15, 20 pounds, whatever that is. It needs to be a specific number, not a range. Nail it down. How much is it? Be realistic with yourself. I want to lose 20 pounds. What are the natural next step decisions that would need to be made in order to make that happen? As if it was a tangible thing, just as tangible as the shed. What would that be? Well, I need to start eating better. I need to go to the grocery store, and here's the meal plans that I need to make. And I'm going to buy the stuff for them, and I'm going to put it all together, and that's just going to be the new way that I do things. And I am going to start working out regularly, and here's when I'm going to fit it into my schedule, this, and this, and here's the plan that I'm going to do, and here's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to follow it through until I get to the end result. Do you see how that's completely different from that crazy intensity energy of the hyped up pressure that you've put on a resolution versus just a decision that's just like matter of fact, like I'm going to get to this goal because it's the goal that I want and I really want it and I'm going to see it through. So here's the logical things that I need to do. X, Y, and Z. I'm going to do them. Maybe I didn't do them before, but I'm going to do them now. And I'm going to be committed to that goal until I see it through, because it's just as of a tangible goal as if you were building that shed, as if you were doing something physical and tangible in front of you and you had to follow the directions and do X, Y, and Z to build it. It's the same thing when it comes to your health and to your weight goals. You have to be able to view it in a way that is so no drama. It's just like, this is what it is. It's the decision that I'm making. Nothing is going to stop me from achieving it. And I just have to do X, Y, and Z and be consistent until I have the goal. I need you to see the complete difference between making the decision and having it be no drama and having it being very logical and committed versus this resolution that's like a complete 180 from where you've currently been, and you have so much attachment to it, you have so much excitement and energy in it, that it won't be sustainable long term. So you need to get your mind down. It's not that you still can't want these things and can't want these goals and can't want these things to happen into your life. Of course you can, but you have to come at it as a concrete decision. Here's what I need to do, and here's the A, B, and C that I'm going to do to make it happen with unwavering commitment, and then it's done. It's so much different than this crazy, like, I never did anything before, but now I'm really committed and I'm really excited and I'm really going to make it happen and I'm really going to radically change my life and I'm going to do all these different things that I was never doing before, but all of a sudden I'm going to be able to do them. There's no way that your brain is going to be able to keep up with that for long term. So change it to making it a concrete decision that does not have any question mark in it at all. And it doesn't even have a time frame. It's just like, I'm going to do this until I get to where I need to go. And these are the steps that I need to take to get me there. And it's done. I've created it. I know it will be there for me in the end. So, complete difference. So, hence why I am not a huge fan of resolutions, because I feel like any day is just as valid to be able to make a decision to change your life, or to make another step towards a goal, or to reverse or erase any mistakes of yesterday and to start anew. Any day is as good of a day, and tomorrow is not guaranteed. We all know that, but are you really living that? So, that being said, any day is just as good of a day. It doesn't have to be January 1st, 2017. So take away the drama from what you are sad about not achieving in 2016 and now all of a sudden are super excited and geared up to achieve in 2017. It's okay to be excited, but you need to see the difference in your energy and what is actually going to be sustainable versus what is going to be a resolution that will more often than not end up not being seen through and you're back to where you were before. I want you to see the difference so that you can make it different this time. Is it a concrete decision that you're going to stick with unwavering support and commitment until you achieve the goal? Or is it, as long as I can keep up my energy, then I'm going to achieve it. As long as I can stay motivated, then I'm going to achieve it. As long as I can do it until some sort of work function or a party or a vacation or something comes up and throws me off, then I'm going to achieve it. These things are always going to happen. So you need to be able to be like, it doesn't matter what comes in my way. I'm committed to my decision to get my end result, and I'm not concerned that it's not going to happen. I'm not concerned that I can't get there. I'm just not putting a crazy concrete date on it, and I am not letting anything sway me off of my path of what I need to do to get there. That is literally the most critical difference that you need to understand so that this year can actually be the best year that you want. But any day, any year can be the best that you want. So that's why I'm not like, it's nothing crazy. The fact that it's January 1st, 2017, it's great to have new beginnings and all, but you can't go into it with this crazy energetic disassociation to what your current reality is. So make it a decision, make it concrete, take out the drama, and make it very easy. Like, I know what to do. X, Y, and Z. Off I go. And if I follow that long enough, I will get my result. That's it. So I'd really like you to look at what the resolutions you might have currently made already, or the ones that you're wanting, or the ones that you're planning to put into effect in the coming 7 days, and really look like, what is your energy behind it? Is it this crazy, totally excited, fervent, really, really intense energy that can't be maintained long term? Or is it just like, no, here's what I'm doing, this is what I need to do, and I'm going to do it X, Y, and Z, and nothing's going to sway me off my path. So look at it that way, check yourself, and if there's things that you need to do to switch it so that you're in more of the energy of a decision that has very concrete steps that you're not planning to get swayed from until you achieve your goal, that's completely different from the intensity of something is different because it's January 1st. You know what I'm saying? I really want you to see the difference so that you can be completely satisfied and knowing that you're going to get there, rather than kind of like, I'm going to do my best, but I don't know how long it's going to last. I want it for you. I want it to be very feeling good and concrete that you're going to get to where you want to go. And I'm excited to see that happen. Let me know any ways that I can be helping you make that happen. This might be a really good time for you to consider being a part of the VIP group, because we are supporting one another, and I do live trainings twice a month, and there's an entire online portal with all additional trainings for VIP members. We're all there to support each other while we go through our own journeys of getting to where we want to go. That might be something that could really give you that additional support if you're afraid that you might lose steam and then you don't have a really good network of support around you. So hit me up if you want the link for VIP, because that's a really inexpensive monthly membership to be a part of that can really give you that additional support while you're making yourself set goals of wherever you want to go. And we are there to support you no matter what. The other thing is, really highly think of and consider, is this a year that I want to make things different for me than they ever have been before? What do I need to do differently that I have not yet tried perhaps, or that I've never even considered could actually help me on my road? And that would be considering doing one-on-one coaching with me as well. So really thinking about, if you want to make a different result, doesn't it make sense that you need to do something differently in order to get you there? And if you've never been supported, loved, guided on your path with a coach that can help you see the holes that you can't see, wouldn't that make sense that that could also be really incredible and life-changing for you? It could be. And if you've never experienced it, you don't know what you're missing. And I don't want you to continue to go through your circle and your rat race of feeling like you never get to where you want to go. I'm here to help you. So if that is something that you want to explore as well, private message me. We'll set up a complimentary session together. You can experience what it's like. And then we can decide, is this a good fit for you to have ongoing, intensive one-on-one support to get you to where you want to go finally, without feeling like you're running this race on your own and constantly trying and failing and taking one step forward and 2 steps back and never getting to where you want to go. Coaches are here to help you get past those things and to help you see the things that you're not seeing and find the holes to plug them up so that you can move forward and finally achieve things that you've never achieved before. So if that's something that you need to consider, let me know as well. I am here for you. I'm here to support you in this group and one-on-one if that feels right for you. And I am very excited to see all of you make 2017 absolutely incredible. You can still have all of your goals and your visions and your dreams, and they can be accomplished and come true. But you need to know the difference. What I talked about in the beginning, the difference of your energy and the mindset behind the achievement of the goal, coming from the place of a concrete decision versus a hyped up resolution. So I really hope that that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions. Have an incredible day. Happy January 1st, 2017. And I look forward to an incredible year with you. Have a great day. Bye.